Welcome to Living Off No Deck, everybody. It's a cold, breezy Sunday, and I've got an idea. I remember growing up as a kid having pizza burgers. You know, the frozen pizza burgers. Yeah, they were just kind of good. They were okay. I'm going to make a whole different idea of pizza burger. So you're going to have to stick around and check this out. This may be cool. This may be dumb. We're going to try it anyway. Let's have some fun. I got 2 pounds of venison / beef hamburger, the stuff I make every year, and 1 package of breakfast sausage. I'm going to take 2 packages of Lipton onion soup mix here. Dump them in. And then from another cook here, I've got some breadcrumbs, some buttered up panko with a little salt and stuff in it. We're going to dump them in too. And we are just going to mash all this up together. You just want to mix it up really good. So I like to put some, when I'm doing big batches like this, I like to put pork sausage in. It helps add some moisture with the pork fat and stuff, because venison just typically doesn't have a lot of moisture. Obviously my venison is like hardly any fat in it at all. I mix it with 80-20 beef, so it ends up being a 90-10. But for a lot of the stuff I cook, depending on what it is, I like to add a little pork sausage for chilies, hot dishes, or anything. And I want a little bit of moisture in this one as well. But I want to retain that moisture, so the breadcrumbs should help with that. The Lipton onion soup mix should help with that, not to mention adding some good flavor. And the panko already had some pepper and salt in it, so I'm not adding any seasoning to this at all. Just going to mix it up really good. Okay, this is all mixed up. So I haven't alluded to how I'm going to do this or what the ingredients are or anything like that. I'm going to let you know as I go. So right now, I'm going to meet you out at the smoker, and we're going to get this cooked up. So we'll see you in a bit. Well, I set the 15-inch cast iron pan on here, gave it just a little layer of butter. We're going to take this burger and dump it right on there. So I'm just going to smash this out. Try to get it as even as you can all the way around. Probably end up being 3/8 of an inch thick, I suppose, however thick it ends up being. Yeah, I could use 2 pounds for this too, but I like to go lots and have lunches for the next week, even if it doesn't get eaten. So the pan hasn't been heated up too much. It's not sizzling when I threw it on. I just put it on there, kind of putting this on cold and starting out kind of cold. So just because I knew I was going to have to press this on here, I figured I'd just set it this way. Okay, I'm going to push it so it forms up the back just a little bit, because this is going to shrivel and shrink just a little bit, which is fine. It's kind of what we want. There. Okay, we're just going to let this smoke. I'm going to flip it after a little while, and we'll start working on the pizza burger portion after it gets fairly well cooked. So we'll see you back then. I'm going to cook this at a fairly decent temperature to get it cooked up. So I'm using some hickory and some oak, but I'm going to start throwing some mesquite in there too. So mainly it'll be mesquite and hickory. So we'll see you back in a little bit. All right, she's getting just a little bit of browned around the edges. That's good. That's good. She's loose in there. I'm going to give it a flip. And we're going to let it cook a little bit longer, and then we're going to give her about 10 minutes or so. Yeah, she's not cooked quite on the inside yet. So we're going to give her a little more time, 10-15 minutes or so, until it's close to done, and then I'll show you the next step. Not sure if it's going to be good. This might be a worthless idea, but we're going to try it. So stick around. Okay. I think this sucker's ready. Yeah. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Slide this all the way over. We're going to take a pizza. We're going to set it right here on the grate. And we're going to make a pizza burger. Okay. And then all I could find, I wanted just cheese pizza, but all the store had was pepperoni. So some of these are going to fall off. Guess I'll just eat the ones that fall off. We're just going to flip it fast. Only last one. And the one I ate. Not bad. Okay. Wow, that's heavy. Can't lift that one one-handed. Okay, so thought process here is burger melts the cheese, kind of melts the insides. We're going to put a little bit of butter on the top of this thing. Help it brown a little bit. I will be flipping this a little later, so I'll put some butter on the top side, or I should say the bottom side, after I flip it the top side. But and we're just going to smoke this and let her cook. The cheeses and pepperoni and stuff like that should melt to the burger. I'm going to try to keep putting some down pressure on it to get that to push into the burger a little bit. We'll see how it goes. This might be a disaster, but we're having fun doing it. Why not, right? Okay. I think I am going to slide it a little closer. Out there, and I'll just keep rotating it, watching it so it doesn't burn the edges too much. Let's let it roll. We're smoking it. Well, I just gave her a flip. About 300 degrees. It's a little soft here on the bottom side after I flipped it and stuff. It's got a great color, but that's just because my grates are dirty from the last cook. I had a little grease on them, but I did butter it. And I've been rotating it a quarter to a third of a turn about every 10 to 15 minutes. So it's not going to take long. You can see that everything's melting in there. So I hope it turns out good. Well, she's pretty firm on top, a little crispy on top. Let's give her a flip, see how the bottom looks. Same. So if you can slide it back and forth, you know that all the cheese and everything, you can see where maybe both of them are sliding. The burger's sliding on the bottom, the top is sliding on the top just a little bit. I think this baby's done. So let's get her on the cutting board over here, and we'll meet you inside. We'll slice it up and give it a taste test. Here it is. About a 12-inch pizza burger right there. Ho ho ho. Let's check it out. Slice into her and see how she looks. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to have to lift the cutting board to see that. Look at that. The sauces, the burger, the pizza and cheese is all there. Well, I got to apologize. I just started editing this video and found out right at the end my mic cut out right after I showed you that pizza. So just here to explain it to you a little bit. It was great. I think I would have gone with 2 pounds of burger instead of 3. It was a little thick. I've been eating on it for a week now, and it's been fantastic, heated up and everything. The sky's the limit on it. You can use different kinds of pizzas, you can use different kinds of burgers, you can put different toppings in between if you want, but I'd be careful that you don't get too much that the cheese doesn't hold it together. But other than that, great idea. It can be done in your oven. You could really fry that in about 10-15 minutes in a fry pan, throw it in your oven for 45 minutes. I did it a little slower on the smoker, but it turned out great. The crust takes on a good smoky flavor. The cheese is good and melty and gooey and stringy, and it was really good. So a fun idea, something maybe to do with the kids sometime, a Father's Day thing. It's just, I thought it was a good idea. So I'm definitely going to do it again with some different pizzas. So I hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and stick around because I got some more ideas coming up.